Tell us about your most memorable artist you've played with, because you've played with a few.
Right, so there was this experience I had where to be fair, it was a mime. So I'll give you another example, but this mime was for Sting and Shaggy.
Right.
When I got asked, I was like, "Are you sure it's Sting?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's a Sting." And I was like,
Yeah.
"The Sting, like police." Yeah. I was like, "What? What is this? What is this life, Sting?" Bro, at that point, like, I loved Fragile. There's a song by Sting called Fragile. And there's an arrangement when it's him and Stevie Wonder doing it together. And it's like one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard like in my life. So to meet Sting and to like be like traveling with him and doing like we did some TV stuff, a few different TV bits together. So we did that, the One Show. With Sting and Shaggy, because Sting and Shaggy wrote an album together, which is super random,
I remember a few years ago.
So they did that, and then they did like a Lorraine thing, like an ITV thing, and then we did Mrs. Brown's house, I think it's called. It's just random, but it was just like I was just in awe, man. Like I was just in awe of Sting, just like as a musician, as a songwriter. Like I just think he's amazing. So that was really memorable for me. But I didn't get to play, so yeah.
Oh wait. Everyone you did was just miming.
It's a mime, bro. It's a mime.
Oh
yeah, it's a mime. All this TV stuff usually is a mime. So it's like so it's not other than I think the One Show can be live sometimes.
I was about to say One Show's live, because I used to work down there, and every Friday night I used to hear bands playing.
Yeah. Well, ours was a mime, so sadly. I mean, what makes an artist memorable? Maybe I don't know.
It's an experience that you may have had with them. Or...
Oh, okay. So the guy I'm working with at the moment, his name's Calum Scott, and I'd say memorable in that we've just finished a world tour at the end of last year, and also I think of all the artists I work with, he's probably like. He's one of the most down-to-earth, normal people I've ever met.
Really?
But he has so much success, like insane amount of success. But he's just a lovely, genuine man who just wants to have a good team around him. Yeah. And wants to have a nice show, and then he wants to hang out with his band. And I think for as long as I can remember, like when I pray about work and stuff, I'm always like, Lord, I'd love to work with an artist who actually values having a band. Because sometimes you can do stuff and it's just like you're just a hired gun, and you know then you see the artist next week doing a show with a DJ, and it's like I'd love to work with someone who actually knows they need a band to go with them everywhere, and you feel that value. And I think I found that in this project. I think there's a lot of value placed on like just live instruments and then just putting on a good show, and Callum's he's so chill, man. Like I had a bereavement during the tour. And
sorry to hear, bro.
Yeah, thanks, man. He sent me a message during it, and he's just like, bro, if you want to talk, if you want to grab a coffee, go for a walk, if you need space, like whatever you need, we're all here for you. Like we value you, you know, etc. And I played the show that night, and he just messaged and was like, bro, like I think that person would be so proud of you for just like sticking tonight and just, do you know what I mean, and playing through your pain and all that stuff. Wow, this is beautiful, man. That just being a human being.
Yeah, that's just nice, isn't it?
Not being a superstar, just being nice.
So how was that world tour? Is that the first ever world tour you've ever done?
Yeah, first world tour I've ever done. Yeah. It was amazing. I can't it's the best thing I've ever experienced in my life, work-wise. When I first got married, I had on my fridge this kind of vision board sort of thing, right? Things I'd love to do and achieve, and the world tour was on there. So I think when I got asked to do it, I said to my wife, look, I'm happy to say no to this because this is a massive commitment, and we've got kids. We had 2 kids at the time, and it was just like, I'm not trying to unsettle our family or whatever, because my family comes first. But my wife was like, no, man, this is what we've been praying into since you've started your career and since I've known you, so it's just a gift from the Lord, so just do it, like go for it. We'll figure it out. And bro, it was amazing, man. Like the team, no drama, everyone's professional, everyone got paid on time, everyone learnt the songs, the crew were lovely, like no problems with our gear, no issues for the whole tour, bro. And we all just had a great time. Like, we spent 6 weeks in America playing shows, watching Game of Thrones, and because everyone had watched Game of Thrones except for me, so I was watching Game of Thrones, and it was like people would
doing the catch up.
and people would like jump in and certain episodes. Oh, what episode do you want now? I'm on this one, bro. Sometimes we'd be in the dressing room, like before the show, like 10 minutes before the show. Game of Thrones is like on the big screen, and we're watching it, just like. Nah, this is mad. Just watching it and then going to the show and come back, and everyone's like, "Should we put Game of Thrones?" Like, yeah, let's put it on. It's like, just family, like going out to eat and just you know, cool experiences. And then after America, we did we toured Europe for like 5-6 weeks, which was nice. And then we did the UK and Ireland, which was good. And then we flew to Asia and we did Asia for 2 weeks. And then we went to Australia. Went to Australia for, I think that maybe 10 days. Maybe we was in Australia for. And then we went to Dubai, and then we finished in South Africa. But it was just, it was wicked, man. Like we just went everywhere, bro. Like there's a few places we haven't been to, but it's like all the places I've ever wanted to travel to, and you just enjoyed being on the road. And I learned a lot musically. I learned a lot about consistency in playing, and also there's a lot of times I wanted to just practice in my hotel room, but your gear's gone. Like your gear's on a freight somewhere else. It's I had to just be still and just like sometimes find the inward motivation from somewhere to get myself up to play the show. And then it's like I know for that hour and a half I'm playing, and then I'm not seeing my guitar again for another 2 or 3 days. In sound check. Do you know what I mean? And it's like you sound check for 20 minutes and then you're gone. And then but like I like to feel my instrument. I like to, do you know what I mean? Like, be touching and then like just warming up or just practicing and stuff. And I had to learn a lot about just like getting in the zone quickly, playing and then being done and leaving it there. Just like leave the show there and it's done. And there's another show tomorrow. I had to learn a lot about that, which is cool. It just felt like getting a lot of matches under my belt. I played a lot of games. Do you know what I mean? In football terms, I played a lot of games, had a lot of caps, and like that can only help you as a musician, I think.